How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today what we're going to be going over is Lucid and as well as for SOFI. So let's take a look at the charts. We're starting with Lucid. So we could see it close at $17.46, being down 6.73%. On the low, it tested $17.13, and then on the high, we tested $18.53. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 23.796 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 21.175 million shares. So we had above average volume and we've seen a pullback in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, first and foremost, what we could see, we are trading below all of our major moving averages with the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, and as well as the 50 EMA. So of course, Lucid is looking bearish. And knowing that we have CPI going into tomorrow, if the numbers end up coming in hot, then of course we know there's a strong possibility Lucid will test right here around this $16.45 range. And if it breaks through that level, that's where we can start seeing if we can hold up around 15.30. And of course we have the 52-week low, which is at 13.25. Again, this is only if we have a significant sell-off due to the report. Now, if we end up getting a good reaction from the report, then I'd want to see Lucid revisiting the highs at $18.53 that it had on the day. We also had the 9 EMA that's at 1861, so if we could break above this level, then we could see Lucid visiting the previous high from the day before at $19.70, and then you'd want to see if it could break above $20. It is very doable for Lucid to pull this off, and if it continues to have some momentum, then you want to see the break above $20.64 and then see if it can make that move where the next resistance is around $21.50, and then breaking above that level, things can get very interesting in regards to how further it could go. But from what I'm seeing and taking a look at the charts and even looking at the long-term trend, we are continuing to show some higher lows. So you can see back here on May the 12th, we had support coming in right at that 13.25 where we hit the 52-week low. Then we had support coming in at 15.34, taking into consideration June the 16th. We see here on July the 5th, it being at here around that 16.46, and here we are standing right here at 17.13 where we tested the low for today. So we do see a continuation of an uptrend, but the moment we break above the previous support that we have shown back here on July the 5th, which I've pointed out and we've tested many times, that's where we start seeing a break and we could start seeing a further move to the downside. So look out for 15.34 if the markets show a lot of weakness. But overall, for all of my bulls out there, in order for Lucid to start turning things around, you want some price action above those EMAs. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for Lucid. So scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we take a look at the recent filings we have here for August the 9th, we have Nordea Investment Management AB that purchased 24,465 shares, and we have True Investment Capital LLC that purchased 1,100 shares. We also have Summit Trail Advisors LLC that purchased 17,986 shares, and Bay Colony Advisory Group that purchased 23,063 shares. And we go down, we still got some more for the 8th. We have Quent Capital LLC that purchased 206, Lincoln Variable Insurance Products Trust that purchased 16,122, and Advisors Asset Management Inc. that purchased 1,909 shares. And we do see that the red indicate closed positions. Now, when we take a look at the short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 42.93%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 3.97 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availabilities is at 0, updated 9 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 12.98%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 5th, it was at 59.34, and then for the close of the 8th, it is at 42.93. So that is a significant decrease right there. And then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float being at 20.99%, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So let's see how Lucid performs after that CPI report comes out. Now let's move on to SOFI. Let's take a look at SOFI. So we closed at $7.39, being down 7.39%. On the low, we tested $7.25, and then on the high, testing $7.76. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 49.706 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 48.456 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and we also had a pullback in this stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, as we covered in our previous video, we know that SOFI had quite the run up, and I also did let you guys know that there's a gap that needs to be filled at $6.63. We tested a low at $7.25, so this is an area you're going to want to watch going into tomorrow. We closed at $7.39, so if we break through $7.25, then there's a strong possibility we will be testing $7, and if we break through $7, then there's a strong likelihood we'll end up filling in this gap at $6.63, which I think would be a good look. Buyers may want to step in when it comes down to this level. And taking into consideration we do have CPI going into tomorrow, if we have a sell-off inside of the markets, this gap should get filled quite easily. And then we'd want to see if support would show up right here around $6. So I'll just mark that down. Make sure that you add that to your notes. That's where we're expecting to see that support hold. If SOFI breaks through $6, then we know the next level of support is going to be around $5.75, and if that level breaks, then we're expecting support to come in here right around $5.28, which is not too far off from the 52-week low at $4.82. So if you see SOFI within these areas, I would give it some consideration. Do your homework, of course. Now, if we decide to have a turnaround, I'd be very curious to see, since we did close at $7.39, we closed right above the 9 EMA, which is at $7.38. So if we're able to actually hold support and have a higher low, it'd be very interesting, because we know that SOFI has a gap to the upside that needs to be filled right here around $7.88. If we could reclaim this level, that's where we look forward to seeing SOFI going to $8. We saw some resistance right here around this $8.50 level, so that's an area you're going to want to watch. If we break through $8.50, then the next move to look forward to, since we do have a gap to the upside, is right here around $9.10. So please add that to your notes if you're a trader inside of this play. But again, SOFI is going to be moving with the market. If we have weakness, it will sell off. You know those levels. And if the bulls get what they want and we have a strong move to the upside, you know what to look forward to. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for SOFI. So scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we take a look at the recent filings we have here for the 9th, we have Swiss National Bank that purchased just over 1.394 million shares, and we also have Seacrest Wealth Management LLC that purchased 96,746 shares. We do see closed positions here, but we also have Gyroscope Capital Management Group that purchased 12,300 shares, and Integrated Wealth Concepts LLC that purchased 13,448 shares. We have Summit Trail Advisors LLC that purchased 260,313 shares as well, and the rest we have already covered. Now, when we take a look at the short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 33.83%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 8.52 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 10 million, updated 12 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 1.30%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 5th, it was at 34.67, and then for the close of the 8th being at 33.83. So it went down a little bit, and then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float being at 17.80%, SOFI does continue to have short squeeze potential. And that pretty much sums up the video for you guys. So again, look out for that CPI report that's going to be coming out tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. This will have a significant impact on the market as well as for both of these stocks. You guys already know what the game plan is, looking out for those levels, so you're not looking at these stocks being confused. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure that you hit the like button. We'll talk soon.